The architect's final lesson, the invisible crown, the convergence of shadows. The final bridge was before him. Elias had mastered the 5 pillars of the shadow world. He had built his aura of respect, learned to read the unspoken language of the human body, navigated the complex webs of social manipulation, felt the rush of emotional domination, and finally embraced the terrifying power of strategic silence. Each lesson was a weapon, but Elias still felt like a soldier. He wanted to be a king. The architect stood in a room that seemed to have no walls, only endless rows of flickering candles. You have collected the pieces, Elias, but you do not yet see the pattern. To wear the invisible crown, you must stop using psychology as a tool and start living as the psychology itself. The illusion of effort. The greatest mistake a master can make is to let people see the effort, the architect whispered, his voice resonating through the chamber. If they see you manipulating, you have failed. If they see you being silent for a reason, you have revealed your hand. Elias realized that in his previous encounters, he was still applying the lessons. He was thinking about his body language. He was consciously choosing his words for respect. The architect's final lesson was about transcendence, reaching a state where power is as natural as breathing. To demonstrate this, the architect sent Elias to a gathering of the city's most powerful elite. Do not go there to win, the architect commanded. Go there to be the only person who doesn't need to win. That is the true source of the invisible crown. The social vacuum. At the gala, Elias didn't use any of the loud tactics of the past. He didn't seek out the most important people. Instead, he occupied the center of the room by doing nothing. He utilized the power of silence combined with a perfectly relaxed posture. He became a social vacuum. Because he wasn't projecting any need, people felt a natural, almost magnetic urge to fill his space. He watched as powerful men approached him, trying to impress him with their achievements. He used the 7 secrets of respect by giving them nothing but a calm, steady gaze. By not reacting to their status, he effectively neutralized it. He was using social manipulation at its highest level, not by moving others, but by being the immovable object around which they were forced to rotate. He wasn't manipulating their actions, he was manipulating their reality. The master of the mirror. One guest, a woman known for her cold, calculating intelligence, tried to break Elias's composure. She used every trick in the book, insults, flirtation, and sudden changes in topic. Elias remembered the lesson on emotional domination. Instead of reacting, he simply mirrored her intensity back to her. When she was aggressive, his calmness became sharper. When she tried to be mysterious, his silence became deeper. He was no longer a person to her. He was a mirror reflecting her own tactics. She began to lose her composure, her body language becoming erratic and defensive. The invisible crown was working. By not engaging in her game, he had made his own game the only one that mattered. He didn't dominate her through force. He dominated her by showing her that her force had no effect on him. The architect's final truth. Elias returned to the architect. The candles were burning low. "You wore it well tonight," the architect said, a rare hint of approval in his eyes. The invisible crown is not about ruling others. It is about the absolute, unshakable rule of yourself. When you are no longer a slave to your own desires, fears, or the need for validation, the world becomes your servant. Elias looked into the darkness and finally understood. The 7 secrets of respect, the body language, the manipulation, the domination, and the silence were all just paths to the same destination, the mastery of the self. The architect wasn't teaching him how to hurt people. He was teaching him how to be untouchable. The Shadow Mind Legacy. The journey does not end with a throne. It ends with a shadow. You are now the architect of your own life. Go forth and remember, the most powerful person in the room
is the one who needs nothing from anyone in it. That is the invisible crown. Elias walked out into the world, no longer needing the guidance of the architect. He was the master of the shadows, a silent force moving through a noisy world. He was the legacy of the shadow mind.